The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts,
Barry Church, Danny McCray, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are, Players Lounge, our last one of the year. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. We do not have a show. So we welcome you to the last Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com of the year. I'm Newy Scruggs, joined by two former Dallas Cowboys safeties, the Toledo Rocket himself, Barry Church, and the Survivor Season 41. He is Danny McCray. If you have not seen him, please go over to CBS.com. They've got all the episodes there and watch my man do his thing. Guys, it is one more show here. We will make our predictions as the Cowboys take on the Arizona Cardinals in their final regular season home game at Jerry World. And Tyron Smith is expected to play on Sunday. Big T, the Pro Bowler, back in here. He practiced today. Mike McCarthy says he looks good, so it looks like Tyron Smith is going to be up in there, barring any type of setback.
What type of practice they had today?
I saw some helmets out there.
Oh, they had pads on?
No pads. I didn't see no pads. They
Good.
might have. That might have just been the walkthrough that we was seeing. But.
Yeah. Okay, listen. What I'm saying is I'm glad my man Tyron is back. A healthy Tyron is better than most of the left tackles in the league.
Yeah,
all right, a healthy Tyron. So I just want a healthy Tyron to carry us into the playoffs. Not this in the lineup, out of the lineup, in the lineup, out of the lineup. Terrence still playing left. Is this shit like LB playing left? Do we need the
musical
help on the left
chairs?
side? Like that. That's what's going to hurt us, right? Going into the playoffs. So a healthy Tyron that can get us through the playoffs in this deep playoff run, possibly to the Super Bowl. That is what I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I hope that happens. Because right now they say he's healthy, but they say a lot of things out there. So I'm hoping my guy's healthy. He can go out there and get back to his dominating ways, because we're gonna definitely need this guy, especially once the playoffs come around and we play against some top tier talent. We're definitely gonna need him on that side protecting Dak Prescott. But when we talked to Looney a couple weeks ago when he was on the Players Lounge, he talked about how moving those pieces around, having Terrence Steele go from right to left, and bringing in Connor Williams, and then Connor McGovern, in and out of the lineup like that. He talked about how that can affect you, as affects your confidence out there, affects your play style, because you always want to feel like that's your position. Like this is my position. I can hold it down out there. But when they move you around like that, it shows some vulnerabilities out there. And you're thinking as a player, the coach is, man, do they really believe in me? I don't know. And I think that's what affected Terrence Steele, moving that from right tackle to left tackle. But all that aside, hopefully T. Smith can come in here, hold it down, stay healthy for this long run, because that to me is the most important key. Got to be healthy.
No, we're not putting that aside.
What are you talking about, man?
So y'all needed Joe Looney to come in here and tell y'all that? I told y'all this every week.
I'll just say the guy played O-line.
I literally told y'all this every week about Terrence Steele. Did I say
you did. You was right. You said
repeatedly.
You said
and then a former NFL offensive lineman comes in here.
He vouched for you.
And says the exact same thing.
He verified it.
Oh, goodness. Well, thank you, Joe Looney. All right, thank you for validating what I said and how I felt about it, and how Terrence Steele possibly feels about it.
But what makes you think I'm sure these coaches know the same. They know, all right, man, it's gonna be hard to kind of get traction moving these pieces here and there. What made you think, for them to decide, all right, let's move these guys at left guard around. Let's move this guy from right tackle to left tackle. What made you, that thought process with that?
Because at that point, you had time. You had time. You got a lead in the division. You need to have your strongest five going forward if you really plan on making a deep run into the playoffs. So if you're gonna do it, that's the time to do it.
Just musical chairs on my guy.
Newy knows. Back in high school, they was shuffling around, all that stuff.
90 man guard, center, tackle,
running back,
holding it down. He was pulling too. He was pulling around, athletic.
Young Lael Collins in there, baby.
Yeah, Collins before Collins out here, man. I see you.
I'm just happy to know that the faith Barry Church and I placed in Tyron Smith has pretty much come to pass, because he did make the Pro Bowl this year.
He did do that. We called it.
We called it.
He probably the only player who missed 5 games. Him and Lamar Jackson, they gonna break a record for the people who played the less amount of games and made the Pro Bowl. That's what they gonna do.
It just shows the dominance. Shows the dominance they were able to do when they're out on the football field.
Come on.
What PFF graded them? What the highest? Almost.
Oh, you PFF now? You PFF now?
I'm just saying.
No.
PFF?
Are you PFF now?
Personally, no, I'm not PFF.
Okay, all right.
But they graded him as one of the highest.
I'm not saying he wasn't graded high. He played well when he was in the game. When he was in the game, he played well. I'm just saying he missed 5. He missed 5.
2011 time right now.
All of a sudden, Le'el gonna be an alternate. He missed 5 too. So it's 5. You miss 5 or less, and you can make the Pro Bowl.
Man, you got to be a different breed.
5 out of 17.
We all know this. You got to be a different breed, man.
Yeah. No, you got to be established as that player already. You got to be established as that player already.
Fight it however you want to, but my man is a Pro Bowler. So
I'm not fighting it.
About that.
I ain't fighting it. Congratulations to him. He made the Pro Bowl.
I do want to also make you feel a little bit good, Danny. Okay, I'll make you feel good.
Help him out, Newey.
Though Barry and I were correct about the Cowboys going defense and taking Micah Parsons. Mm-hmm. We were correct because I don't know if you checked out that. If you checked out that list I sent you from ESPN's Will Barnwell when he came out with his All-Pro team.
Oh, I wasn't able to check it out because you had to have an ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I'm not
so I was
no more subscriptions.
Couldn't check it out. So break it down to us there, Newey.
Okay. So since I paid for it, I'll give you the inside information. Micah Parsons was first-team All-Pro at the linebacker spot. In fact, the Cowboys had Zach Martin at guard on his All-Pro team, first team. Parsons at linebacker, first team All-Pro. Diggs at cornerback, first team All-Pro. And Brian Anger, the punter, made second team. Now, where I do want to go ahead and give Danny some credit here, the guy he called for, Rashawn Slater, on this list was second team All-Pro left tackle behind Trent Williams of the 49ers. So, Rashawn Slater has had a really good rookie year, and so on this particular
sounds
list,
like we're both correct.
Left tackle, second team All-Pro.
It sounds like it's a wash. We was right on Parsons, but McCray was right on Slater.
There's no wash because we talked about how this defense needed some playmakers, needed a blue chip player, and they got one. Micah Parsons also today named the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Month for December. So second straight month he's won the award. So Micah Parsons Parsons beyond I expect. I think he needs some help, but he's beyond. So
this is what I'm talking about. See, this is how it goes opposite of how you guys think and how I think. Okay. Newey was on the same train as me that said Mike Nolan was the problem. Okay. All right. He was the issue. Not so much. You said it was on the players.
It was.
My belief was that if you bring a new defensive coordinator in here, those blue chip players that you thought we didn't have, all of a sudden we will have them because we will have better coaching. Do we not have those blue chip players on the squad?
We got some blue chips.
All right. So my belief is, bring Dan Quinn in. We don't have to do nothing extravagant. We don't have to do anything extravagant. In my mind, we did not have to go spend at that time a first round pick on a defensive player because I really put all the onus on Nolan. So now you come back this year, take out Michael Parsons. Mm-hmm. He's great. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that he's not. He's a great draft pick for us. All right. Hindsight. D-Law back, blue chip. Right? Neville Gallimore playing better. Not blue chip, but he's playing better. Yeah. Trayvon Diggs, blue chip.
I give him blue chip.
All right. Curse. What would you say about what would you say about him on our team right now?
Oh no, he's playing well.
Like we had the players. Yeah. Dan Quinn could bring those players in. He did a great job of getting Michael Parsons and turning him into the player that he was. But that was my thought process at the time. Yeah. The players were playing bad because of the defensive coordinator.
I can't put it all on Nolan like that.
I mean, but you can look at the proof of it now.
Yeah, but Nolan didn't have a whole offseason. He didn't have minicamp, OTAs. He had an abbreviated training camp, no preseason. So, I can't put it all on Nolan.
They couldn't play cover 3.
They couldn't do that. I mean,
they couldn't play
Darren Worley. They had Darren Worley out there.
They couldn't play cover 1 either.
But look at the pieces they had. No, they had Darren Worley out there. He was getting burnt in cover 3.
You literally yesterday just said we had the same guys.
All right. You got me on that one. But I'm just saying I can't really put it all on Nolan because he didn't have that offseason to really put his program to work like that. Now, was he the best defensive coordinator? I don't think he was the best, but I think it was a little bit of share both ways with the players and Nolan last year.
He tried to turn a 4-3 team into a 3-4. That's his first mistake. I don't care what type of program you got. When you realize that you have a shortened training camp, shortened preseason, you have to find a way to adapt. Dan Quinn said, I'm going to create my defense when I get there based off the players that I see and their abilities. If Mike Nolan would have came in with that same belief, he wouldn't have been running no 3-4.
But you can't tell me.
Because he's in the lab.
D-Law can't get to the quarterback standing up?
No, we saw that last year. No, he didn't.
Man. You can't make to the quarterback standing up.
They look like totally different players standing up, coming off the edge. D-Law did not look like the same player standing up, coming off the edge.
I don't know, man.
How did he play last year, Newey?
He didn't play well.
Standing up.
It can't be all of it, though. Go ahead, Newey.
Church and I were right. Okay, bottom line, Church and I were right. They needed to go defense in the first round. They went defense in the first round. We see the tremendous impact that's there. We said go another year with Tyron Smith. The guys made the Pro Bowl. We were right. That's all you can just on this final show of the year. Danny McCray, you can say, Danny, that we were right.
The only thing you was right to do was bring that chicken in here twice so you can piss me off. That's fine. That's it. The only thing you was right to do was to bring that Palmer chicken in here so you could get a reaction out of me for 2020 and beyond. That's the only thing you were correct about. So take that. How about that? How about that? Shout out to Slater being a great player and shout out to Michael Parsons being a great player equally. They both are.
You think they ain't equal?
No. As in, they both did what they were supposed to do as first round picks. Mm-hmm. And if Slater was on our team, I think we'd still have a great squad. Michael Parsons on our team, we have a great defense.
Yeah, I get it to you on that one. Michael Parsons is generational, though, man. That dude.
I mean, he only behind Trent Williams, who was a generational talent as well.
What can an off? I mean, I just feel like Michael Parsons can make more of an impact, and that's just the position they play. It's the position they play, but.
Until your quarterback get hit the back of the head every game.
You see T still holding it down. You see T still holding it down.
I'm just saying, don't take anything away from left tackles down. That's the reason why they get paid so much is because
they do block.
Yes, their effect on the game is huge. Ask Tyron. He knows because, like I said, that Atlanta game a few years ago reminds us all.
Got that boy paid.
So let me ask this question about Parsons. For you guys, in training camp, we started hearing some positive things, okay, a lot of positive notes. And people were talking about sky-high expectations. I mean, he came into the season, I think Vegas had him as the odds-on favorite to win the Rookie of the Year on the defensive side of the football here. So based on what he's done so far and what you thought he could be, the high ceiling, did he meet it, surpass it? Where did Parsons fall?
For me, he exceeded it. Listen, and honestly, if any one of you say that he did not exceed your expectations, I won't believe you. He exceeded expectations. He came in, he got sacks. He's reading defenses, being able to play in coverage and stop the run. The dude has exceeded all of my expectations. So he deserves every accolade that he's getting. He deserved his first-round draft pick. He should have been drafted earlier.
If we redo it, they redo it. He's going to be a top 3 pick.
He should have been drafted earlier. But I'll say this. I am absolutely happy that Dan Quinn got his hands on Michael Parsons because I've seen some coaches be able to ruin some of these players by putting them in the wrong situation. So I think it's a match made in heaven, and he deserves every accolade that he's getting.
Yeah, he definitely deserves every single one. I mean, just look at the impact that this guy's been able to have as a rookie. And not only a rookie, a guy that didn't even play the previous year at Penn State. He took the year off because of COVID. This guy's impact, like I said before, I don't know if it was as great as Dez Bryant's, our rookie year. But now that I realize, he's exceeded that beyond. The way he's been able to transform this defense. I give half to Dan Quinn and half to Michael Parsons. Just the way that he's been able to turn and get this whole defense juiced. Like you said last year, D-Law, Randy Gregory, they weren't playing this way. They get injured. They see this guy, the young lion, pretty much take over the defense. He's pretty much the main guy of the defense. So when they come back, they're sitting there like, we got to step our game up. we got to be that guy. I want people to think this is my defense. So he's forcing these guys, these veteran players, to step up their game. He's attacking offenses and forcing them to put their whole game plan around how are we going to stop 11. It's not how are we going to stop, this guy over here, DeMarcus Lawrence over there, Randy Gregory. It's how do we stop Micah Parsons and stop him from affecting the game. And they haven't been able to figure it out because the guy has still been able to get back there, get sacks, make splash plays each and every Sunday out there. So to me, his impact is by far the best I've seen out of any rookie.
Now, this would not be a great last show if I don't push back on Church with this 50-50, okay?
It's 50-50.
Listen, it's not 50-50, and I'm going to tell you why it's not 50-50, because if you don't give Trayvon Diggs some credit, you don't – listen, before Micah Parsons got in there and started showing what he could do, Trayvon Diggs came in here and said he was going to catch 14 interceptions this year.
He's coming close.
In, so it's not because Michael Parsons is out there.
Whoa, you don't think that pass rush has anything to do with it?
No, I said it's not. He's not playing better because he's trying to chase Michael Parsons.
Okay.
He knew this when he came in. Last year, at a rookie year, he had a sucky coach. Yeah. And he knew that if he got his hands on those balls in a better position with better coaching, he was going to be able to play better. He has what, 11?
11 picks
He has
right now.
11 interceptions. All right? So he also has something to do with this defense being able to be what they are, right? Because if you can't take the ball away and all you're doing is getting sacks, then you're at a different level than what we are now, as in leading the team, leading the league, and scoring defense.
Yeah, I mean, he's balling. I'll give you, Diggs is balling out of control, but I think a lot of that has to deal with how 11 is able to get to these quarterbacks. I mean, we all know this. Rush and cover work together. Sometimes the coverage will be locked down back there to give the D-line an extra tick to get there, and vice versa. Sometimes the D-line will get there quick when the DB is burnt. But I think a lot of what's going on in this secondary and how they're able to play so well together is because this pass rush is amazing. And I think it's led by Parsons and what he's able to do to affect his guys.
Who put this pass rush together?
Oh, man. They lucked up and got Parsons. They didn't even want Parsons that they picked. They went back to the pick to get Parsons.
No, I'm saying, look, Dan Quinn is a D-line coach.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to put Parsons up as a rush in.
He only did that when D-Long got hurt.
Yeah, when the injuries came.
We'd have never knew about Parsons being the best pass rusher out there if D-Long ain't get hurt. I can't give Dan Quinn all that. I can't give him all that. But he's a beast.
They were playing good before Parsons was playing rush in.
Yeah.
So let's not. Okay.
That first game,
they were playing
gave up 48 points, man. That first game.
They got 4 tugs. Four interceptions. All right, 4 turnovers.
This is what I'm going to compare the conversation about Diggs and Parsons playing together. In the 2011 NBA Finals, watching the defense between D. Wade and LeBron James when they were facing the Mavericks, there were times out there, man, I felt like I was watching 2 Doberman pinchers that were just feeding off each other. And they were just a pack working together. And they were doing some pretty cool things out there on the court. And that kind of even goes back to what we saw Jordan and Pippen at times when they were out there together. I mean, they were just together doing this. And a lot of what Barry's talking about, I'm going to give you credit because Warren Sapp also said it. The back don't work right out the front. They've worked together and they've been tremendous. When I go back and think of Micah Parsons, I'll go back to our conversations with Will McClay that I had with him. I said, could he be Pat Swilling? And you guys are too young to remember Pat Swilling, but he was a great linebacker in New Orleans when they had the Dome Patrol. They had Ricky Jackson. They had Sam Mills. Pat Swilling was coming off the edge. There was Lawrence Taylor at the time. Lawrence Taylor was the standard. And, I mean, it was Lawrence, and then everybody else was down below. Pat Swilling was kind of that next guy down below. And when I mentioned Pat Swilling to Will McClay, his eyes lit up, and he said, yes, he could be that. And let me tell you, he's blown past any of the numbers that Swilling put up in his first or second year combined in sacks. So he's been tremendous. And the Cowboys have been blessed to have him. They've been blessed that Dan Quinn has put Trayvon Diggs in the right position and also allowed Trayvon Diggs to go out here and travel with people. You just really had a coach who took 2 really good talents and put them in a fantastic position to excel. So props to both of those guys. This is just one all-pro list. We'll see exactly what other ones come out here, but both of them should be first team on all of it. And hopefully one of the 2 guys is the defensive player of the year. I'd love it if one of those guys was defensive player of the year. And I know people are talking about T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett, but can you give T.J. Watt the defensive player of the year on a losing football team?
I can't do it. I don't know if I can. I mean, he has the sack numbers, but it's not like Parsons is like 5 or 6 sacks behind him. I think Parsons is only, maybe two right there, like 2 or 3 sacks behind him. And then Parsons also eclipses him in tackles by like 30. Forced fumbles as well. I think they're right there around the same number. So would you rather go with the guy on the team that's, behind a little bit in sacks, but his team is going to the playoffs, his team is going in the right direction, or a guy that, has one category over somebody, but their team, they're not going to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's tough for all three of them. I'm still putting Trayvon Diggs in there. Okay. This 11 interception season is something that you just do not see that often.
I agree.
To get 11 interceptions in the season and still have 2 games left is something that we might not see again for another 20 years. Yeah. So I think he's in the running. I think you have to figure out a way to compare the T.J. Watt and Parsons. Yeah. Like put them on the same level because they do play a different position. He doesn't rush as much. The T.J. Watt does. So I think they also see a different type of scheme. They're seeing different type of blocking, whatever. But I do want to say this: it should be one of the Cowboys players. We have a better team. We're likely going to the playoffs. I think we've been in a better position throughout the entire season than the Pittsburgh Steelers. And T.J. Watt's great, but I think this is the year for one of the Cowboys players to be a Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay, look, we got to take a break here. Danny, you said something that made me say, ooh, this could be bad. This could be bad. Let's dive into that next. On the flip side, this is the Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com. Danny McCray, Barry Church, Newey Scruggs, right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
At Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it, they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state, based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Brace yourself for an existential question. Has your butt been having enough fun lately? Have you been treating it well? Has it been going places? If not, then it's about time you start using SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the best way to get your butt tickets to live events. Just ask the thousands of other butts who have rated it the #1 ticketing app. So what are you waiting for? Download the app now or visit SeatGeek.com to get tickets to sports, concerts, and live events and make your butt happy. SeatGeek. Get your seat in a seat.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Dak Prescott is the Cowboys nominee for the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award presented by Nationwide, recognizing NFL players for outstanding community service activities off the field and excellence on the football field. Help Dak earned a $25,000 donation to his Faith, Fight, Finish Foundation by voting on Twitter. Tweet hashtag WPMOY challenge followed by Prescott through January 17th. Vote Dak. You're in the Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com. I'm Newey Scruggs, joined by former Dallas Cowboys safeties Barry Church and Danny McCray. Danny, you mentioned something in talking about Micah Parsons and Trevon Diggs, where these guys both have great cases for the NFL Player of the Year. Now, could this be a situation where they cancel each other out because they both have outstanding resumes and that neither Cowboy wins the award?
I don't think so. I think the people that are going to be picking the player to win the Defensive Player of the Year award can see right through that. All right, and then they also have to see these guys because they play for the Cowboys literally every day. Yeah. Every day you're talking about Trayvon Diggs with 11. You're talking about how good can Micah Parsons be, and I think that is going to continue to ring in their ears as they consider who they're going to vote for. So I don't think they cancel each other out. 11 picks. And having a rookie all-pro linebacker, those things are going to stand tall when people decide who they're going to vote for.
Yeah, I don't think it'll cancel it out either. But my reason is because I think, Micah Parsons, I think he's going to run away with this award. Diggs definitely deserves to be in the conversation. But I think when the voters get to going at it, they're going to look at those 11 picks and be like, all right, that's amazing. But he's also giving up the most yards out of any corner in the National Football League right now. So I think they're going to take that into a consideration and sit there and be like, I don't know if we can give them the Defensive Player of the Year award. Because if you think about it, when they gave it to Stephon Gilmore a couple years ago, he was the number one corner out there. He didn't have the pick numbers that Trayvon Diggs had, but he was shutting down any type of receiver. I think he gave up, one of the lowest, yards ratings, whatever it is. I don't know the exact number, but he was one of the best corners at shutting someone down. So I think if Diggs had those 11 picks and had these, lockdown numbers to back it up, I think he would have an even more solid case. But right now, I just think Micah Parsons is going to run away with this thing.
But what we know is you usually only get one. You're not going to be a lockdown corner throughout the entire season and then also get 11 interceptions.
It don't work that way. It don't work because people ain't going to try you. The quarterbacks ain't going to try you.
What would you rather have on your team right now, though? A guy who you could depend on literally almost getting an interception per game?
It depends who I'm with. It depends who I got. Because, if I have our front, if I got what, Parsons and D-Law and Gregory and them, I'm like, hey, give me that corner like a Stephon Gilmore a couple years ago that's just locks that dude down. So you want a Byron
Jones over a Trayvon Diggs?
If I got guys that can get after the quarterback, create those fumbles that way, I'm going with that. But, in another situation I can see, your defenses, they might not have that great pass rush, but they need to get the ball back somehow, some way. Diggs is your guy to do it. So I can see it both ways.
I'm always going for turnovers. I just seen Diggs get picks in zone. He's reading backside zone with a Seattle over. I just seen him get interceptions. We've been begging for guys who could take the ball away. Byron Jones, we didn't want him here because we said he couldn't take the ball away. I'm going with the guy who at any time can be like, hey, we got a shot.
Newy's favorite coach, his saying, we need ball guys. All right, we need ball guys. Hey, that's Newy's favorite coach. He goes by it, so we'll see.
Did Bill Parcells say that?
No, that
you know who said that?
Jimmy Johnson said difference makers. By the way,
Jason Garrett said we need ball guys.
I texted. Okay. All right.
There, you gonna clap him up like that?
That's outstanding. There you go.
How we doing, guys?
Good on you, Jason Garrett.
CB, you gonna get in on it too, CB. Man, ain't that? Oh man, what am I gonna do with y'all?
All right. Man? So. All right, so this conversation had me. I was like, man, let me just go ahead and hit up two people I know who are going to vote on the award. And one person who's voting on the Defensive Player of the Year told me probably Aaron Donald. It's down to Aaron Donald or Parsons for me. AD is the best defensive player in football, and he's finishing with a flurry. So that's what one voter said. Another voter said Diggs and Parsons could split the vote, costing both, letting TJ Watt potentially slip in. Parsons is the better player, but if Diggs gets to 12 or 13 interceptions, folks will vote off the stat sheet. So that's two different people who have a vote about the Defensive Player of the Year.
Sound like they don't have no idea what they vote.
They don't know what's going on. But you brought in Aaron Donald. I said, hold on, what Aaron Donald? But he has been in the, he's getting a couple sacks from the defensive tackle position, so that's pretty hard. And would you say, without looking at stats, would you just say who's the most dominant defensive player in the NFL right now? If you would, without looking at stats, you just looking at play, just the eye test.
Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons over an Aaron Donald.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think his versatility gives him that opportunity to be the most dominant. He can dominate in pass coverage. The man is switching off man-to-man pick routes. And then he's going to stop the run on the second level, and then he's rushing on the first level. I mean, when you talk about dominance, that is what dominance is, and that takes nothing away from Aaron Donald because he's not playing linebacker and he's not covering guys. But that ain't Micah Parsons' fault.
So in your opinion, what would be the the more dominating trait, being able to be more versatile out there against pass and run, or just being a guy that's just, you can, no matter double team, triple team, don't matter, he's going to bulldoze you and he's going to create havoc in the backfield?
Versatile. If Aaron Donald could go back there and play a stack linebacker, he would. If he could go back there and cover the running back coming out of the backfield and switch it off because he has that type of instinct, he would. But that is something that is specifically for guys that are as talented as Michael Parsons. He's just that versatile. It's nothing against the rest of the guys, but if you can't do it, you can't do it.
Can't do it. What you think, Nui?
I'm biased because I saw how bad this defense was last year. It was just really bad. And to see the kind of impact that he's made on this team, and they're sitting here at the number 2 seed, none of us expected this. Their hope was, hey, man, maybe they could just be average. And Danny talked about a top 10 defense. He was the one who believed. and it was you and Dan Quinn, two people, you and Dan Quinn sitting over there together believing in it. The rest of us was just like, man, can these dudes just be average? They're not average. They are elite. Yeah. And this defense is carrying the offense, man. So I'm sorry. When I look at what Micah Parsons has done, I will not use the words LT, okay? I'm just not. When people want to talk comparisons, I think that's sacrilegious. I watched LT play, and you guys were younger. You didn't see it. No one is in that category. When we talk about the best of all time, Lawrence is that. Check him out on the Madden special. It's aired on Peacock, but it's called All Madden. They did a whole segment with Lawrence Taylor, and you just see just a glimpse of how dangerous this man was. And while Micah Parsons has some fantastic talent, he's not there yet. Lawrence Taylor is at a whole nother thing. We ain't never seen it like this before. So, but what he's done, man, what he's done for this defense, brother, we haven't seen anything defensively like this from the Cowboys since the 90s. We haven't seen a defense play like this since the 90s. And even then in the 90s, they didn't have a linebacker making these kind of plays. Ken Norton was a good player. Robert Jones is a good player, but they weren't Micah Parsons. They weren't this. I mean, this guy's going to be all pro as a rookie, and he didn't even play football last year. Imagine what this man will do next season. Next season, I feel bad for folks, man. It's going to be nasty what this dude can do now that he knows what to do, how to train, how the game is going to be played. Woo!
It's ridiculous right now, and I want to ask both of y'all this going forward. Like, this year we know he's been playing both back and forth, linebacker, defensive lineman, whatever the case may be. He's a hybrid, whatever the case. Going forward, could you see next year him being more of that prominent on the edge of the line of scrimmage pass rusher, or do you think they're going to continue with this depending on the matchup, having him at linebacker, having him on the defensive line?
I think that depends on who you still have on the roster at that point. We know Randy Gregory is coming up.
He's going to make some coin.
If you find a way to keep the same core guys that you have up front, and you also keep Dan Quinn, I think that it'll stay the same.
Okay.
Like I continue to say that, unfortunately, Dan Quinn is so great that that I do believe that if Mike Nolan was here and we had Micah Parsons, I do not believe that he would be the same player. I do not believe that he would have been put in the same positions to make the same plays that he's making right now.
That's fair.
So I think that's why I said match made in heaven. Hopefully DQ's still here and we can keep Randy Gregory, and that way we still have that mean front four that nobody can block. And then Trayvon Diggs and those guys can still go back there and do work. So no, hopefully DQ is here, so I hope he still plays the same position. Same balance.
All right. Let's get one more break in here because we were running out of time. So I want to make sure we get we got our last show, so we got to get our predictions for the game coming up. So let's do that next right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com. And this is DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a broken traffic light. Stop and go is the name of my game. It's easy. You go, they go. Or was it they go, you go? And if you have the wrong car insurance, these repair costs could stop you in your tracks. So get Allstate's new low auto rate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Not available in every state based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, Book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
At Smoothie King, we are blending goodness to fuel your greatness. Every blend is crafted to help you achieve your health and fitness goals. Smoothie King uses only whole fruits and organic veggies. You'll never find sugary syrups or artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And unlike some other smoothie places, there are 0 grams of added sugar in many of our blends. Smoothie King is proud to be the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Place your order in the app or online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
At AT&T, everyone, new and existing customers, get our best deals on every smartphone. Why? Because you deserve it. For turning your living room into your office and your gym. For teaching Grandma how to video call and teaching her again.
It's the button on your left, Nana. Okay, your other left.
It's not complicated. Everyone deserves something new. So AT&T is giving everyone, new and existing customers, our best deals with every unlimited plan on every smartphone, even the latest ones.
AT&T may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Restrictions and exceptions may apply.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Head to AT&T Stadium on Saturday, January 1st to experience Rally Day presented by SeatGeek. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours at AT&T Stadium, appearances by the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and alumni, ticket giveaways, games, inflatables, and more. Get excited for game day. Visit attstadium.com/Rally Days for tickets and more information. Before we get to the predictions here, all right, we've been virtual. Monday, let's get together. All right.
We back. You gonna be back in studio?
Meet together at the SAR on Monday, guys.
He said like we the
ones there.
Like we the ones at home. You at home.
My man over there eating hot chicken from Palmer's.
Can we get you to come in? Would you like to join us?
What you should have said is I'm virtual. Not
man. We got your spot right over there, man. We got a spot for you right there, man.
You
ready for you? Let me go ahead and spray.
Can we get together? Yeah.
We got it right here, dude. We got you right here. Everything's sprayed off for you, man. Dude over here.
Said, can we get together?
Hey,
can we get married?
Sweet. Always trying to lump us all together, man. No,
we're
man.
at home, bro. Listen, we know you want to get a quick start on your Happy New Year and your celebration, all that good stuff, man. That's why you're at home, because that 30-minute drive, it was going to keep you from celebrating on time, all right? So we know that's why you're not here. 2022, we expect to see you here Monday, bright and early, ready to go.
I'm telling you, man. Right now, that's that
trustee.
Yo, trustee.
That old trustee, man.
See,
trustee.
Y'all test black folks, man. Y'all test black folks goodwill. Because I'm out here on my phone trying to help you brothers. Okay, and I got an announcement to make. Since I'm getting all this grief.
I don't hear nothing about no chicken. I don't hear nothing about no chicken.
It is coming on Monday, okay?
Let's do it.
It is coming.
Appreciate your Palmers.
I don't eat chicken no more.
I appreciate your Palmers.
I will make it up.
I ain't gonna be here.
Thank you, Palmers.
He wanted to come in tomorrow. But I told him we off. So I said Monday. So
I appreciate you, Newey.
And what y'all got? Y'all gonna run me down.
I appreciate you, man.
Okay.
You know.
You think you gonna bring some chicken around here and think everything better? No, player. I need chicken for the year. You and Palmer. Before this is over with.
Y'all silly, man.
You ain't getting all that, man. You ain't getting all that, player. So you ain't getting all that, player.
Let him know, Playboy. Let him know.
I don't know who you. Maybe that's the way y'all do it at LSU.
Yeah.
But them incoming freshmen, ain't no freshmen up in here. You ain't talking to me.
Man, look at say it with your chest, dude.
He sound like he an investor. That's my ticket. That's my ticket.
Hey, he started this barbecue business.
That's my ticket. Me and Palmer are friends.
Let's get to these predictions, man.
I'm out here trying to help you, man. I'm trying to help you get paid.
See this Louis right here. He say, first of all, he bring the chicken the first time without me.
Yeah, he did.
Then he text me and let me know that he brought it. Then the second time he bring the chicken without me, try to rub it in my face on the text message. Oh, Looney, how was that chicken? Was a good chicken, wasn't it? Da-da-da-da. And he think now, because he talking about he gonna do me a favor and bring me some chicken, that I'm not gonna mess with him and Palmer. Oh no, player, you got life messed up. You and Penbrook, Penbrook, all that.
Cases on all.
And Church, you ain't off the hook.
What you talking about, man? What you talking about, man?
I know you was in here licking your fingers and all that, eating chicken.
I see. Look at that. Look at it right now. I told you they was on the board, man.
I had the I have the Cowboys beating the Cardinals 32-22 on Sunday. So that is my prediction, gentlemen, right there. Cowboys are favored by 5 points in this one. So, Church, would you like to go ahead? You going to continue to let Danny take this show off the road?
Nah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring us back in. I'm going to bring us back into Cowboys football. We talking about this prediction for the game, Arizona versus Cowboys. I think they flexed it, right? 325 on a Sunday now. So with this one, I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Kyler Murray's undefeated at the stadium over there in Arlington. He's undefeated, man, Jerry's World. So I'm not going to bet against the man. I'm going Arizona 28, Cowboys 24, man. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening, man. I think it's a reality check, and I think it's something that the Cowboys need. It's going to prepare for the playoffs and get ready to roll.
We had our reality check already, so you can count me in as the Cowboys winning 31-17. Oh. Mark it down. 14 points.
All Kyler Murray going to do
14 points. They scored 12. What are you talking? It's like it's not possible. It went out there and scored 12 points. They lost the last, what if they lost 4 out of 5? How many they lost? Yes, this will be Kyler Murray's first loss at AT&T Stadium in Jerry's World. He'd be losing by 14.
8-1.
It won't even be close.
It won't even be close? I know they ain't got D-Hop, but
they don't.
They still got some cats out there.
We are now stopping the run. Mm-hmm. They don't have D-Hop. We know our secondary can play, and we're going to pin our ears back against a pass-first team. Yeah, we're going to have Kyler Murray under pressure the entire game.
All right, we're going to see. They ain't going to have Heineke throwing them gifts out there anymore. Or Glennon. You know, we got a guy, a bona fide QB right now.
That's fine.
We'll see.
Because Tom Brady threw picks, too.
Well, he's a good quarterback, but they've lost 5 of their last 8 games, and we talked about the stat yesterday. Arizona under Cliff Kingsbury, they start the season off hot. In games 1 through 7, in his career there, they are 15-5-1. In games 8 to the regular season end, they are 8-18. And you go back to this time at Texas Tech, same thing. He can't coach in the second half.
Yeah. Well, tell us, Church. So Church got the dub.
Was Cliff Kingsbury? Was he here last time they went against the Cowboys? I'm not sure. In Jerry World, when Drake went off for 141 yards, that team wasn't a run team either. Now our defense is a lot better than what we saw last time at Jerry World. I'll give you that. But Kyler Murray presents a lot of problems out there, man. He can extend those plays. He's kind of like Russell Wilson, who once he extends the plays, and those guys get to scrambling all over the place. You know, we play DB. It's hard. It's hard to watch those guys for that long. So. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one.
That's why you got Randy Gregory and Michael Parsons.
That's true.
The last few quarterbacks who thought they could outrun this dude and just start scrambling and do all that crazy stuff, they found out real quick that 4.3 speed is something different than they've seen.
I will say this. If they're able to bottle up Kyler Murray and frustrate him and pick him off and pretty much make him, or whatever it is, just not even a factor in this game, I'll change a lot of my playoff views about who they're going against at quarterback.
Dan Quinn is going to blitz these guys. You can guarantee you're going to see a lot of 5-man, possibly some 6-man pressures to hurry up and make this guy get the ball out of his hands quick. And I think that is going to be the key to the game.
Anthony Brown, get ready. Yeah. Get ready because they ain't going to try. They going to like, man, we ain't dumb like Washington. We ain't going to just try, we ain't going to just try Diggs on the very first snap. You all right over there, doing? But we ain't going to just try, like down the first snap. They're going to try Anthony Brown. They're going to try Jordan Lewis. They're going to see if these linebackers can cover these running backs out the backfield. It's going to be a tough contest, but
Keanu Neal, baby. Get your play.
Get Neal. Get Neal. Yeah.
Strap up.
Where's he been at these past couple of weeks, matter of fact?
The run teams, bro. We've been playing them run teams. So, 55 been in the game. But when you play them passing teams, it's going to be, I think 42 is going to be that guy.
We'll see.
All right. One last word for you here, Danny. This comes from Palmer. He says, we can work on chicken for a year for Danny.
So what's
Man, if y'all get this boy chicken for a year, I'm hating. No, this boy don't need no chicken for a year.
You're already hating.
This boy don't need no chicken for a year, man.
You hating already. And Palmer, look, see, knew we were talking all that minute. No, yeah, that's how we do it at LSU. That is how we do it at LSU.
Palmer, don't let this man.
Tell Palmer, hit me up. Tell Palmer, hit me up on Twitter. We'll take care of him. Whatever he need for me to get that year worth of free chicken, I got.
Don't do it, Palmer. No, this man over there talking bad about your chicken, talking about he found another spot down the street with better chicken.
I ain't
and then you go get his man. Don't do it. No, now you ain't had it yet. Now, man, I went to school with cats like you too. You had to.
Yeah. Negotiate. Nui, looks like you were wrong, buddy. Again.
Oh man, you know what?
Looks like you were wrong again, buddy.
All I know is this is This is me out here working for you. That's what it is.
That's what. See, I'm grateful, dude. He ungrateful.
That's what. That's what happened when you stabbed me in the back the first 2 times.
And it's my birthday. Today is my birthday. What am I doing? I'm out here trying to make sure
it's your birthday.
You black men get fed. Yes.
Hey, Newey. Hey,
happy birthday, big dog.
Hey, Newey. Happy birthday,
Happy
Newey.
birthday, man.
Hey, happy birthday. Hope you feel better, and we'll see you on Monday, okay? When it's not your birthday no more, and you have some Palmer's chicken.
Happy birthday, big dog.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Barry. Goodbye, Danny. Happy New Year, everybody. That's it for the Players Lounge. We'll see you on Monday.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?